Tim Chalamet, and now it's on my resume. It's not my face they see, cause they don't know me, and that's okay. These are the parts I play, filling in plot holes with all sorts of roles, cause there's no small roles, no small roles, no small roles.
Welcome to No Small Roles. This is the show where I speak with fellow actors about their careers and about some of their smaller roles in big movies and TV, and how these roles are in fact not at all small for the actors who play them. Now, today's guest is Anni Krueger. She's a multi-talented singer. She's an actor. She's now a business owner. But most importantly, she is a wifey and a mommy, and she's my guest today. Anni, welcome to the show.
Hi, I want to know who sings your opening song. That was awesome.
I'll tell you in post.
Okay.
Okay. It's a little, yeah, it's weird how I did it. But anyway, thank you for doing this.
Of course. I'm so happy to be here.
Welcome back from vacation, by the way.
It wasn't long enough.
Did you go anywhere cool?
I went to Maine.
Oh, I've been there.
I love Maine. We go every summer for like a weekend or a long weekend, sometimes a couple weekends. So yeah.
That's nice. No, Maine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maine's good. So I just have to tell our viewers, they know you from a few things, quite a few things, but I'm going to name just a few of them.
Okay.
Super Dark Times, The Romanoffs, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, A Taste of Christmas, Werewolves Within, The Girl Who Got Away, Inside Amy Schumer, FBI, The Equalizer, and The Green Veil. Those are like, I know this is no small roles, but a lot of these are really big roles in these projects. So I want to get into that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, before we really get going, I like to I guess I'll jump into the most emotional question, which has left, I'd say 30% of my guests crying with this question. So are you ready?
No, I cry at everything. So
here it is. Do you prefer grilled cheese with or without tomato?
This is heartbreaking.
I know, it's hard.
I don't know if I have a preference because I just love cheese. So like if there's cheese involved, I'm going to eat it.
Okay, so you do eat a grilled cheese sandwich?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I heard
cheese for like dinner most nights a week. I just eat cheese and crackers like a mouse.
I respect that. No cheese. Like, do you eat, I sometimes ask this, do you eat the Kraft singles?
No, but funny story about Kraft singles.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, we never bought them because like my parents never bought like the fun food. That was like a fun food.
No Wonder Bread.
But my grandma always bought Kraft singles and we called it grandma cheese.
Oh, and
I still call it grandma cheese. Yeah.
In a good way where you're like, oh, it's gross grandma cheese.
Oh my God, we would just take them out of the little film and eat them like nonstop, like little rabbits.
I do that.
Children.
I still do it, sure, with my dogs.
Yeah, they're so good. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard something weird about you.
Weird?
No, maybe not weird. I don't mean to just preface it with that. But we have a mutual friend, Michael Toe.
Yes.
And he told me to ask you about this and that.
Yeah, I like mushrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I forage for them.
Is that like a squirrel?
Yeah, ish. I have many rodent qualities, I suppose. It's like a treasure hunt, and I'm kind like there's something in my body that makes me want to hunt for treasure, like whether that's like thrifting or mushrooms or whatever. I have metal detectors too. I'm a treasure hunter, and mushrooms are like there's nothing better than free food.
Okay, and here's a question.
Yeah.
Would you put a mushroom in a grilled cheese sandwich?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And now
caramelized onions, why not? That sounds delicious.
Oh, that sounds good. I will not give that to my wife. It makes her a little gassy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Onions can do that.
Yeah, they do it.
They do it.
Well, but you said you have a metal detector as well. So have you found anything cool that way?
Not really. It was my first big purchase as an adult when I moved to New York on my own. I think I was 18 and I saved money from waiting tables and it was a couple
Okay.
$100, but I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and I
Yeah.
bought it, like, for myself.
Like a fancy one, not just, yeah, because I had the cheap one when I was a kid.
Well, it was probably $200, so it's not that great. And I don't really know how to use it that well. Like, there's, like, tuning things you have to do. So I just kinda walk around, and when I hear the beeps, I dig holes all over my yard and
But
found nails.
okay, that doesn't lead you to mushrooms, though.
No, these are separate activities.
Okay, because that would be unhealthy if there was
Correct.
just so you know, if there's metal in your mushroom, don't eat it.
Amazing,
Now, do
yeah.
you take the other kind of mushroom?
No. Well,
I
no.
don't either.
No, I'm not,
I
like I'm not that kind of experimenter.
I'm
Um,
scared.
I like control.
I
Um,
get you. I'm the same way.
but
Yeah.
I forage for a lot of different edible mushrooms, and I know a lot about them. So
W
I have
could
good.
you mistake them, though, and have the wrong kind?
Not the ones that I'm looking for. I'm experienced enough that I know if they're safe or not, and if I'm not
Okay.
sure or if it's a new species that I'm not super familiar with, then I don't eat it until, like, I have people that are more educated than I am in mycology that I will reach out to if I have to.
Do you
But
belong to a group? Like, do you meet in the mushroom group?
I belong to a Facebook group, but I don't.
No judgment.
And I foraged with, like, people, like, before. I've met up with people, and I have a lot of people that I don't talk to regularly, but every now and then they'll just text me a picture of a mushroom with, like, a question mark.
And you're like, "Okay, so what are these?"
There's a shiitake in the middle. The ones on the right look just like a white, like, button mushroom. There might be, like, porcini mixed in there, but it's
Oh,
hard.
that's a mix. Okay. Okay, you passed.
Okay.
I have the mushroom team here. Is that she's right? Okay, they all say you're good.
Thanks. All right.
Okay, so you grew up in Iowa, from my
Mhm.
understanding. You live in New York.
Yep.
You own a business.
Yeah.
You have a husband and a child. So clearly, you're not a dummy. So
Thanks.
why are you an actor then?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Um, I just love doing it. I'm a creative person and I
Yeah.
need a lot of outlets, and I'm also very type A, which is not that's where the rub is, I think, is, like, I have
Okay.
many things going on because I'm type A and I'm, like, very efficient and very organized and like to be busy, like, I function well when I'm busy.
Okay.
So I'm constantly creating work for myself.
S- So the actor is part, I mean, I know you're creative, but that is
Yeah.
why you
Well
okay.
I grew up doing theater.
Okay.
I've lived many lives in my short time on this earth, as my manager likes to say. I grew up doing theater and music, and I
Okay.
moved to New York originally to be, like, a pop star. I was like, "I'm gonna be" like, Rihanna came out and all my friends called me and they were like, "She sounds like you. I thought that was you on the radio." Like, not that I sound like Rihanna. They don't
Oh,
know.
sure you do.
But so and then, like, Lady Gaga came out and I was like, "Come on, lady, like, that's my like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing." Um, the music industry was collapsing basically at the time
Mhm.
that I moved to New York, like, in the
Because
mid
of streaming, because of
yeah,
yeah.
this was, like, 2006. Uh,
Mhm.
I was on and off a couple record labels, like, I've made a few albums that just kind of
Wow.
get shelved and disappeared, and I don't know if they even exist anymore. Um, so that was like what I want. That was like the goal was like all the theater I did as a kid was always musical theater because I just wanted to sing. I wanted to be on stage. Um, and then so I was
From
on.
day one? Sorry to interrupt, but
Oh yeah,
did
yeah.
you oh, okay.
Since I was like a little kid, well, it was like I needed attention. We all need attention. I
Sure.
wanted to be performing, like, putting on shows, like, making up dances, like, I took dance for, like, 16 years, like, I did I did all of the things that we do, you know?
Was it in the family or you just kind of or
My
you
mom's a
gravitated?
singer. Yeah,
Okay.
my mom's a singer, it wasn't, like, her full-time job, but when she was in her early 20s, she was in a band and like played around like the regional area.
Yeah.
And made a lot of money and like played like that was her gig, like that was her job for like many years until she had kids. And then
Has
she
she
got
gone
like
back to
a
it?
real job. She still sings for like weddings and funerals and she's like a hired like she's saying like gets paid to cantor essentially at like wakes and masses and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
she actually
cool.
now that you say it, she did just reunite with her bandmates, all but one of them had passed in the last few
Oh,
years.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they've been, like, doing band practice, like, weekly, so she'll
That's so
text me,
cool.
"I'm on my way to band practice," like, yeah, so she's
And
still singing, yeah.
and she's still in Iowa.
Yes, both
Do
of
you
my
go
parents.
back?
Yes, every summer we go back.
Okay, because that's far.
It is far, and we drive.
I just wanna oh, I love that though. A road trip is the best
Yeah, it's fun, it's really fun.
and good for bonding with
It
kid
is,
and husband.
we've just done
Um,
it every year. It's just it's one of the things we do, so
this might not be one of the things that you would choose to share, but I'm just gonna share a little clip of you singing. It's not
ugh, okay.
is that cool? Are you okay with that?
Yeah,
It's
we can
good. It's
find
really
it
good.
on YouTube. I know what you're talking about. It's fine. We'll get it out of the way.
You sure? Okay. No, it's really good, everyone.
When no one is dying and no one is hurt, and I have been good to you instead of making it worse. Thought it'd be over by now, thought you would leave, thought I would come to my senses. Wish I was stronger somehow, wish it was easy. Somewhere I lost all my senses.
That's really beautiful.
Thanks. That's not the clip I thought you were gonna share, so that was better.
You're okay with this one? Because you did write under this one. You're like, I'm a little rusty,
Yes. Yeah. So, like,
Oh, good.
going back to, like, the whole pop star thing, like, I ended up like, acting is kind of my full-time job, but I do still do music. Like, I do music for commercials and films and stuff like that, original
Mhm.
music. So, like, I do a lot of studio work. Um, I just haven't had as much of that work in the last couple years, which is why I said I was rusty behind the mic. Because being behind the mic, it's a very specific skill to use the
Mhm.
microphone. Yeah, voiceover people will know this too, like,
Yeah.
your proximity and, like, just the way you use the tone of your voice and, like, it's it's
I can
something you
see
have
you
to.
back away a little during some of those moments. I
Yes.
don't yeah. But
Yeah,
well,
um, yeah.
do you perform live currently? I know you said you write and sing for some programs or whatnot.
Yeah, I don't perform live currently, but I've been in several bands, I've played around, I've done, like, little tours with people, and
Okay.
yeah, like I said, I've lived many lives up until, like, the
That's
acting point, so
was musical theater though growing up? Was it more musical theater than, than just straightforward plays?
I did, yeah, I only did musical theater as an actor,
Okay.
but I wasn't, like, a musical theater nerd. I was just, like,
Okay.
into music, and it was
Yeah.
just like, I did a lot of, like, talent shows and competitions, and I
Mhm.
was in a lot of different choirs, like, throughout the area, like, these, like, ones you had to audition to get into and ones that would tour and, like, that kinda thing.
Yeah.
Um, so it was more just like I like to sing and like make let me sing, like, you know what I mean? So
Was it about the response that you would get from the audience, or was it just like, "I've got to share this thing that I've
I
got?"
think I think the reason that I got into acting more seriously, like, and not in the musical sense, was
Mm,
because the part of singing that I love the most is the telling of the story and the sharing of
mm,
emotion and
okay.
that connection that you feel with the audience. Like when they respond to like the words you're singing and how you tell the story that's written in the song.
Sure. No,
Yeah.
I respect that.
Thanks.
Now, we have a segment coming up later in the show called The Kiss and Tell. It's where people share a story about something behind the scenes that either rubbed them the wrong way or broke their heart or inspired them or just really stuck with them. And in one word, can you tease what your Kiss and Tell will be about?
Mushrooms.
What? I could have predicted that.
You
Okay.
should have.
Mushrooms. Okay, I wrote it down.
Okay.
Okay, so we talked about the theater in Iowa.
Mhm.
So you eventually made it to New York, as we know. But how does little Iowa Annie end up in super dark times as Miss Barron? How does that happen?
That was my first ever film role. Um, and I auditioned for it. I live in the Hudson Valley area. And I know, don't you live outside of, or
I'm
you're
in
in,
Connecticut.
oh, you're
Yeah,
in
not far from New Haven.
Boston. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Hudson Valley, as we all know, is becoming home to a lot of productions.
Mhm.
And that was, I think I had worked with the local casting director on a project previously to that, like something commercial, I think. And they asked me to come in and read for this role. I didn't have representation yet at all.
Okay.
So they just had me come in and read for the role because they needed a local hire, and that's how I booked it. It was my first ever like legit film thing. Like
Yeah.
I hadn't taken an acting class. I didn't have reps at all. It was all like fake it till you make it. Like I had been on set like a bit, but more in like I had done some print modeling and a few like smaller local like commercials.
Sure.
Yeah, but that was just kind of like a cool, you got it. And I was like, what? Like,
Yeah, so it was a big deal to you.
it was a big deal to me. It was also like the film did really well and it's kind of got
Yeah.
like a cult following, and Kevin Phillips that directed it is phenomenal. And the writers like have gone on to do like really large budget projects and are very,
Mhm.
very talented. So yeah, it was a really big deal to me. It was the first time I had been in a movie. I
Yeah.
ended up premiering at Tribeca, so it was the first time I
That's
had seen
huge.
myself on, like, a big screen. That was insane, and, like, in the credits, I was like, "Ah!" Like, the whole
Did you
time.
bring your mom?
No, I brought my husband.
Oh, okay, that counts. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, it was amazing. I was just like, I don't know. That was kind of when I decided, like, I think this might be something I could do, that I should, like, maybe put more effort into, you
Because
know?
people saw something in you beyond the singing.
And I just felt like I love a challenge. Like, I love
Mhm.
to learn skills, and I love to be multifaceted. I love to, like, have a lot of things going on, and it was just kind of like, I could do like, why couldn't I do this? Like,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
This is, I saw this movie before I knew of you. It's really it
It
is
gets
really good.
My role
Yeah,
got smaller, but yeah.
well well, that's what I was wondering, because I saw your reel and there's a clip of you,
Yeah,
trying to get a student's attention.
yeah.
Is there much more beyond what in the
Not
film still?
really a moment in the film, but there was a whole second, like, day with, like, a different outfit, and I like, a whole 'nother classroom scene where I was, like, giving a lesson, and that was all cut, so
Every guest that comes on talks about how they get cut. Oh,
yeah, all the time.
so yeah, we've all been cut. So that's but what I wanted to say is from and everyone will see, I'll show in a little bit that
Yeah,
clip, is though it's brief, you
yeah,
really shine, you really give something, you really are
thank you.
this character, you believe it, and I think that's a good sign that you didn't really stand out to me having not known you,
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
just fit the world, you fit, you didn't you were just you're really real and really good.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly, like, I didn't really know. Yeah, I didn't, like, I wasn't schooled in acting. I didn't go to a conservatory or do a 2-year whatever. I just
Mhm.
kind of, like I like to connect with people, and I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, I wanna be honest, like, I just wanna be an honest person, like, in my work, and
Yeah,
I
your charisma shined through and you were just so again, it is brief, so I don't wanna overplay it, but it's really strong.
Thank you. That's
But
really
they'll see it.
yeah.
But you said you did not have representation. They reached
Yeah.
out to you because you had maybe done a commercial with them. So at this point, you're like, I can do this. So do you start reaching out to representation at this point?
Oh no, that's no. Um, it's funny because like I say that I wanted to pursue it, and I think I did, but everything was very like subconscious. I
Yeah.
wasn't like, let me get a list of all the reps in the area and send them my headshot or like anything like that. It
Mhm.
happened so organically for me. I was actively like self-submitting and booking, non-union work that way in
Mhm.
the beginning. And um, but the way that I found my first agent was with CESD, and I was with them just for print. Uh,
Mhm.
but I found them because a friend of mine he became a friend. He was a producer and director on this tiny little music video thing that I shot again in the Hudson Valley, like a
Mhm.
local thing.
Yeah.
Um, Knew somebody at CESD, passed my info along. They weren't even in the right department, but they passed it to the print department and they met with me and she signed me
Wow.
away. Um, I came in for a meeting and she was like, I love you. Let's do it. And I was like,
You're like,
great.
okay.
Yeah. And the same thing happened with my manager, who I've been with now for like 8 years, I think.
Mhm.
I hadn't done any legit TV and film. I had no resume in that field at all. But a friend of mine, who was marrying a closer friend to me, she was the wife of my good friend. Um,
Mhm.
she was signed with this manager and she just said like, have you ever thought about doing TV and film? Because she's an actress and a writer.
Yeah.
Um, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't know, sure, like, whatever pays the bills," like, you know what I mean? I'm kind of
Yeah.
like, "String it together and figure it out." And she was like, "I'm gonna email my manager, like, and introduce you guys." And I was like, "Great, whatever," like, not, thinking anything of it, but I met with them,
Mhm.
and they had me put some scenes on tape because they were like, "We don't have anything to go off of other than."
Oh, that's nice though. You didn't have to go in person and audition like in person.
No, well, we met in person and it
Yeah.
was like a 2-hour dinner or 3 hours.
Okay.
We talked for a long
Oh,
time. Like,
that's
the
great.
vibes were there. We were vibing. And I told her my whole backstory and the record labels and the blah, 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 like, and that I'm a mom and like I was, already had my child at this point.
Yeah.
And so they were like, well, like, we like you as a person. Put yourself on tape. Here's a couple scenes. And so I did, and I had never done this. Like, I found the footage recently. It's
Yeah.
like, it's not terrible, it's not great, but
It's
it's
like
not,
your first self-tape.
you can see potential, but, like, the framing, the lighting, like, everything is, like,
But people
horrific.
didn't do that at that time,
Nobody
really.
did it, no, and also, like, I'm, like, miming driving, like, doing all the things that you're supposed to
You're like,
do.
come on.
Yeah, but I sent it in and, like, I didn't hear back for, like, I think this was, like, the end of November, so I sent the tapes in, like, mid-December, and then, I didn't know how the industry really worked, so I didn't hear
Yeah.
back till, like, mid or end of January, and they
You're
were
like,
like,
oh, what did I
yeah,
do wrong?
I know, I was like, "Whatever," like, I don't honestly, it probably didn't even cross my mind because I was just, like,
Good.
so yeah, I was so indifferent to, like, the stakes, I think.
And you had, your child and stuff. You had
Yeah, I was
distractions that truly
right.
mattered.
Yeah, and so when I heard back from them, they were like, "We'd love to work with you. Here's a contract." And I was like, "Oh, snap." I was like, "Cool."
Wow,
Yeah,
that goes to show there's no way to like everyone say, how do you find an agent? Everyone does it a different way.
yeah, I have a lot of people that are like, "Oh, how'd you find your agent?" I'm like, "It doesn't matter because, like, it was like, it just happened, you know?"
Your way is the best way.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
You know what? And my manager and I are like such good friends now. Like, she's such a mentor to me. And I
Yeah.
have so much respect and admiration for all that she does. She's had many careers in entertainment too. Like, she was a casting director and an agent at an agency, and she's an acting teacher. And,
Mhm.
she's done all the things. So, like, I just soak up everything she has to say to me. I feel so lucky to have
It's
her.
so nice you have that relationship, and I'm sure she'd probably say the same things about you because you've
I
you've
hope
done
so.
all right. Yeah, I
Right.
guarantee you. I was gonna ask you,
Yeah.
uh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. So once you get this representation, do you feel that the opportunities start rolling in a different way?
Oh, man, I have they were I got called in for like a series regular role, like within the first week. Like
Wow.
it was crazy. And I did not, like I said, I did not know what I was doing at all. I'd never been in a real casting office. I like didn't know what to wear, like knew zero. And I remember going in for uh Finley Davidson and
Mhm.
for like a series regular for like the CW. It never got picked up, or I think it got picked up and then maybe COVID happened. I don't know. This, like 2018 or something like that.
Mhm.
And I remember at the end of my audition, they said something to me like, "Hey Annie, next time you come in, just try to wear something like a little plain."
Oh,
And I was like, "Oh, okay." I had on like an orange, like mock neck, like striped, fugly ass sweater, you know,
yeah.
like literally like no idea what I was doing. And also like I was commuting from the Hudson Valley to New York City for
Would that
every
take, like, an hour?
it's over 2 hours door to door.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's like it's an hour and a half on the bus, and then you're like my 15-minute drive to the bus, and then whatever the subway is to the office. And so I was basically like cramming all this dialogue that I had no business auditioning for because like no, like literally like so unprepared. Like would have literally flopped on my freaking face if they had booked me. Um
Do you think that brought some authenticity, though, that maybe they would not get from a more,
Maybe. I think I was directable and coachable, but I was a terrible auditioner, and I'm still maybe not the best auditioner in
that's
person.
a weird skill,
It's a weird
auditioning.
skill.
Yeah.
But part of it was, like, like, exacerbated by the fact that, like, I would cram all this in my brain till, like, 10 o'clock at night, go to bed, wake up at 6 a.m., drive to the bus, take the bus down where you're not allowed to talk. So I'm, like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because you look.
trying to go over my lines and then jumping in the room, like, right off that and trying to remember what the fuck I was doing.
I
So
get
it's
it.
I bombed, like, so many auditions in the beginning
Me
because
too.
I I realized that I basically needed to prepare, like, 10 times as much as I was just because of how much time there was between when I was actually doing it, like, at home practicing and doing it in the room. There was, like, this big space of,
But
like,
you're a parent as well, which is so hard to do because I get it as a parent, and,
yeah,
for a while there, I was commuting from New Hampshire for a bit, so I
yeah,
do, like, this 12-hour commute for, like, a
right?
5-minute audition,
Yeah,
and like you said, you can't. I mean, I was in the car,
yeah.
but even once you're in the city, though, it's
You're
hard to
like,
not look
most of the
insane trying
yeah,
to run lines. I'd hold my phone to my ear and be like,
yeah,
"We need to arrest him. Yes, he was shot." I'm sure
yeah.
I look crazy,
And then
but
you get in there and it's, like, the nerves and the other people and you hear the audition and, like, you can't
yeah,
find the office and you're sweating like a
the
pig and, like,
logistics.
I look absolutely disgusting, and it's not like I could wear half the clothes I wanted to wear because 'cause I'm sitting on the bus and then I'm wrinkly and I can't wear the shoes and, like,
Mhm. Or
you
it's
know
pouring rain, who knows?
exactly.
I've arrived drenched. Ugh,
I would be so disheveled by the time I got there. I'm
me
surprised
too.
I booked anything, to be honest with you.
I totally get it. So do you given that, do you prefer self-taping because it takes out the logistics? Me
Love
too.
it.
I love it
I
too.
love it, and I know people say they miss it, but, like, I am so good at it now. I'm
I
so
love it.
I and also, like, I've always read with my husband because
Yeah.
I have a level of comfortability with my husband that I do not have with another person on this planet.
Yeah, makes
He
sense.
he encourages me to, like, really let it out and really let loose, and so, like, I do my best work with him.
I tried with my wife, and I love her very much, but
Yeah,
it was awkward. I
yeah.
think I was like, "I'm taking
Well,
your time." I felt bad.
we got better. I got
Okay.
nicer, and he
Okay.
became a better actor.
He became more patient. Well, I wanted to actually I'm gonna back up even further. This is what I wanted to ask you earlier that I forgot. When you saw that this was gonna start to happen, you got the manager, the agent, having been a mom already and a wife, not a lot of people go into it with, the family already. Was that a choice you had to make together, or was he like he knew this is something you were going to do?
I didn't know that I was going to be doing TV and film.
Mhm.
I got back I went back to work. I was home for 5 years with
Yeah.
him until he went to kindergarten, and it was kind of a choice, but also, like, we didn't really have a choice. Like, I was basically waiting tables and not making a ton of money, um,
Mhm.
and my husband had the 9 to 5, and, it would have cost us as much money as it would have for me to
Yeah.
go to work and not be with our son. So we did make the decision for me to stay home those first 5 years.
It's better
Um,
for the kid too,
it's yeah, I mean,
and
you
for
look
you.
that back and, like, we had so much fun. Like, I miss those days. Ooh.
I
Uh,
know. You got 3 years left. I'm sorry, that's so mean. No, but they're gonna come home. I was just telling her that my kids went off to school both at the same time last week, so I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
ah,
I'm terrified. I don't like,
it
who am
feels
I with
weird.
when I'm not a mom? I don't
I
know.
feel useless right now. It is the weirdest feeling.
But basically when he went to kindergarten, I kind of knew I had done a few things. Um, I think this is around the time that Super Dark Times happened. That was like
Mhm.
20, I think we filmed in 2015 in the
Okay.
fall, and it didn't come out till 2017. So he and my son went to kindergarten in 2015. And so I kind of was like, well, I'm gonna have 6 hours a day to like try to do something, like try
Yeah.
to and I had done a little bit of like modeling and like I had done a couple like local commercials. And so I kind of just hit the actors access really hard and like
Mhm.
had a cute picture from something and like used it as a headshot because like I said, I had done modeling, so I had tons of photos. Um,
Yeah.
tons of like decent photos. And I went down for like an audition and I was very hesitant because like we didn't have extra money to be like commuting to the city either
I
for
get
like
it.
maybe job.
Yeah.
So it was
They're all maybe jobs.
so financially it was it was a little scary because like even that like
Sure.
40 or $60 bus ride came from some other part of our budget.
Absolutely.
Like, we were really, like, paycheck to paycheck, back in those days. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, we kind of all are still, aren't we?
Yeah, of course.
But, the expenses just grow.
And the
So
business is going smaller.
yeah, but I went down for, like, a non-union commercial, but it was, like, gonna pay $500 a day. It wasn't a total buyout, so I was like, "At least there's, like, a stop time, like, for
Mhm.
when you're gonna use it," and it was gonna film for 3 days if I booked it, and I had a friend that I could stay with if I got it, so I was like, "Well,
Mhm.
I even emailed I think I emailed casting or the director and was like, "Hey, can you pay for my bus? Because like, I'm in Wood like, up in, the Hudson Valley, and I don't know if I can." And they were like, "Oh, yeah, we'll totally cover it. To be honest, like, you're the only person we're really considering." And I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
"Great."
Do you still
So
do that?
no, I'm so scared to ask for, like, gas money, like, um but I asked and they said yes, and then I went down and I booked it, and
Oh my
it
god.
was the first thing that I had gotten a hit on self-submitting. So again, I was like, "Well, that's just more positive feedback that I should keep
Yeah.
doing," right? So, like, that's kind of like yeah, so, like, I had this time and then, like, I booked the first thing and, like, made $1,500 and was like, "Oh my god."
Well, that's great.
Like, you know?
Well, just think about waiting tables, what that would have taken to me.
It
That
would
would
have
have been
taken
a few
me, like,
days.
2 it would have taken me 2 weeks. I was
I'm
working
sure.
like a shithole and, like I hope they don't watch this.
You mean
But,
that in a nice way.
it just
Yeah,
wasn't busy and I didn't have the good shifts anyways, like
sure.
yeah, but I once I said bye to waiting tables, I never went back. But
Mhm.
yeah, like, to me, like, this industry was like a godsend because like I could make money faster and still be with my kid, you know?
Yeah.
So like it didn't stress me out like with, people that are like, "Well, what do you do? Like you have a kid." And I'm like, "Well, like you work less but you make more money."
Yes,
So
maybe a day here or there that you can't be
right.
there, maybe a week. Yeah.
And you get to like be home and be a parent most of the time?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's amazing. So, okay, so you get these, like, series regular opportunities, like, right away, and you're like, "I'm not ready for this," and you wear this big orange sweater, which you shouldn't have done No, I went in with a doctor coat once, and they're like, "Yeah, don't
No,
do
you know, I was also,
yeah."
like, blonde and, like, I wear my hair naturally curly, so I just looked like a lion, like, there was, like, a lot going on.
Well, was it a lion role?
No. Well,
It
it
wasn't
was
like Wizard
a
of Oz,
vampire.
the series?
It was a vampire.
Oh,
It was
okay.
for, like, I think it was for the Lost Boys series they were gonna make. I know it was so cool. It was such a good role, and I
Why
totally
didn't they make that? That would've been so
I
cool.
don't know. I think someone I know ended up getting cast, but
Oh,
again,
that's
it still
heartbreaking.
got shelved, like, I don't think they filmed anything. I think they had a
Oh.
table read and then it kept getting pushed, you know?
Oh, that's so I feel bad. I mean, it's great to have that win for your friend, but and then have it pulled out from under you.
Yeah.
So, okay, so when does the next opportunity come that you're like, "Oh, I think I got this," and that mattered? So I guess, we do Super Dark Times,
Yeah.
and what's the next one that really landed for you and you're like, "Oh, this is cool."
Um, I pre-management or post-management?
Well, I mean, either or. Either
Well,
or.
I did another little thing, before I had a manager, which was it was a featured extra role, which
Okay.
I was like, "Let me just see." Like, it's close to
Sure.
my house. Again, it was a local thing. I'd never done, like, extra work or anything like
Mhm.
that. And they cast me, like, from my picture, so I didn't have to, like, do anything for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, very low commitment.
Easy money.
Easy money. Um, and, it actually ended up being pretty great the first day. I did, like, my featured part. I had, like, a close up and everything, and my scene
Yeah.
was Chloe Sevigny and Matthew Broderick.
That's
They're, like,
awesome.
talking about me because 'cause I'm a nurse and he's, like, sick or something, and they're, like,
What's the
making
project?
it was a film called, I think they changed the title to Love Is Blind. It had multiple titles, but it
Okay.
was indie and it shot in this area. Um, but then they called me back because they were like, "Well, now you're a part of this world at the hospital, right? So we need you to come in and do another day as just background." And I was like, I got there and, like, it was the longest day of my life. And, like,
It can suck.
you wanna do background, all the power to you, but
Absolutely.
that made me never, ever, ever wanna do background again.
It's like prison,
It was like
unless you love it and the free food.
it was
No
very,
offense.
like, pick me. It was very, like the conversations were, like just made me a little, like, uncomfortable, like, people trying to, like, toot their own horn about things, and I'm not,
Yeah.
like I don't like to talk about work, like,
I'm
unless
making you do it today.
yeah, but you like, this is fine because it's, like, it's a professional conversation, but,
Yeah.
like, when people ask me, like, "What are you up to?" Like, I kind of freeze up and I'm kind of like, "I don't know," like, things, like, I just feel so weird or, like, kind of
Yeah.
braggy, like,
I know
talking
what you're saying,
about things.
totally.
And this was, like, everybody wanted to brag about and I was just kind of like I just felt really uncomfortable, and it really turned me off
I
to
get it.
not being able to leave that room for hours and the
You
fluorescent
don't know when it's gonna end.
like yeah. Um, but other than that, it was great. Like, it honestly, it probably wasn't that bad, but I definitely was kind of like, "Well, I like having a little more to do and, like,
Yeah.
a little, like, privacy if I need it," like, that kind of thing, like, I'm just not a social butterfly in that kind of, like, setting, I guess. I just kind of
I
like
You can meet cool people. There's also I mean, it's a good I guess just like
yeah,
in life, there's
yeah,
really nice
I
people,
met
there's
people
crazy people.
totally. I met some I did meet one woman on there that, like, I'm still, like, Facebook friends with, and she was, like, a doll, and, like, I
Yeah.
adored her, and, like, I ended up seeing her around, like, because we both, like, would book, like, a speaking role in something else that's local. And so there were, like, definitely cool people, but, like, it was just, like, I didn't wanna be closed up in that box, like, all day, like, that was not and then they're like,
Yeah.
"Stand here and, like, walk this way," and I'm like, "Ugh." Like, this isn't challenging, and, like, the reason I wanna do film is because I wanna be challenged, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
get treated like crap. I mean, I've been on sets where they're treated nicely,
it
but
wasn't
I had, like, a principal role on this movie, The Judge, and they were just treating the background like crap. They're like, "Grab your chairs, we don't have chairs in the other building, so you gotta bring
yeah,
your chairs over there."
there's no heat for you guys. Sorry, bring a coat. Like, okay.
It's so horrible. They need the extras. The background is important
Yeah,
for these
yeah.
productions to bring it to
The
life.
production was nice. I don't remember having any issues with it, but I would
Good,
say
good.
that, like, my more of a role that, like, really made me wanna, like, keep going was, like, the first thing I booked with my manager. I think I booked within, like, 6 months of being with
Oh,
them, which
wow.
was, like, very fast. I didn't know at the time, it felt like forever to me, you know? Now
Sure.
I have many more
It
years in the business where
Credits.
I don't work for 6 months all the time, it's no big deal.
Yeah, whatever. Time with your kid.
But I booked, it was a self-tape. They asked for a self-tape, and this was
Oh, cool.
pre-self-tape. They weren't seeing people in person because the main production was out of Toronto.
Okay.
And I booked 3 weeks on the Romanoffs. That I worked for 3 weeks on that job.
Wow.
You're so
That's
fast
am
these
I just had it there, just in
uh,
case.
and my management was, like, thrilled, and now I know why.
3 weeks.
3 yeah, and I got above scale, like, my rate was, like, amazing. It was an Amazon show, like,
Yeah.
flew me, like, first class to Toronto, like, I was there for 2 weeks and then back in New York for a week. It was, like, amazing, and
What? Oh, so you got spoiled on this.
so my first trailer on that job had a fireplace.
What? That's
And
not
I was
fair.
yeah, and I was like, I'm sorry, is this like
Is this
what?"
how it is?
Yeah. So I got totally spoiled thinking like, "Oh, well, you're just gonna book every big job," and, like, I played Amanda Peet when she was younger, like, in all the flash
Okay. I
so
haven't
they
seen
needed
it.
somebody that looked like her, and we, resemble each other enough that, like
Do you have hair?
I have hair, yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I was totally spoiled and, like, paid so well and, like, stayed across from the Royal Ontario
Oh,
Museum, so, like, my days off, I just go to the museum and, like, it was amazing.
what a dream. So 3
Yeah.
weeks on that. Did you get paid for that week off?
Oh, no, I only had, like, a day off here and there.
Oh, okay. I
Worked 2
gotcha.
weeks in Toronto, and then I
Oh,
came
and
back,
then you came.
had, like, 2 days off, and then I filmed in the city for a few days.
Oh, that's nice. So you weren't that far from family for too long.
No, it
Though maybe you wanted to be.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice little break. It was a little I mean, Fenwick was still little, so it was a little hard to be away from him. Like he noticed and needed me, you know. Um, but it was like what an experience. Like I can't believe
Yeah.
that I got to do like looking back, I'm like that's like one of the best jobs I've ever had.
That's amazing. What wow. So actually I just had a breakthrough
Yeah.
because you said Fenwick is your son's name.
Yeah.
So
Like
which makes me realize
not that.
why you're Fensma on Instagram.
Yeah.
Fensma.
Mhm.
I didn't get it.
That's
Okay.
now you
Uh,
know.
you can all follow her.
Hey, follow me.
Um, okay, so after this extraordinary experience,
Yeah.
what is so you must have been like, this is the way it is. I get this huge trailer. They're gonna fly me
Well,
everywhere.
kind of, but when we filmed in New York, we had honey wagons because we were filming on the street. But
Okay.
we also got to film at the Russian tea room,
Oh yeah, I've been
and
there.
we got to eat caviar and drink real champagne.
That sounds all right. But that's cool.
Like, I had never had caviar, and they were like, "Well, we want you" like, we were supposed to be, like, wealthy and living the life, and, like,
Yeah.
the only time I've ever had caviar in my life was on that set and on another shoot.
Is it
Like,
good?
it's happened twice where they're like, "We need you to eat caviar," and I'm like, yes, ma'am." Like,
Is it good?
I love it. I mean, I
Okay.
love to eat anything, though. I like to eat, so
I'm not a seafood person,
no,
so I'm not
that's okay, that's
it
okay.
sounds horrible. Um, okay, so you went to the Russian tea room on that job. How
Crazy.
do you how do you end up in Maisel? When does that come along?
Ooh, that was like a year I think that was a year later, but they came out, like, back to back.
Okay.
I think, like, the Romanoffs I filmed in late 2017, Maisel I filmed in the summer of 2018. This could all be
Okay.
wrong. And I believe they came out within, like, a couple weeks of each other,
Oh,
like,
that must be
end
nice.
of the year. So I had, like, this big, kind of push, like, people start to pick up on your credits and who you are and stuff, and I started getting called in for like more things because
It's
I
that
had
thing that feels like traction, which I'm starting to realize traction isn't really a real thing.
it's not, but it
It's not.
felt like it.
Yeah.
Felt like it.
But the Maisel, that's a nice piece in Maisel, and then you get this pretty huge opportunity
Yeah.
as a lead, which is pretty soon after in, do you wanna
Very
tell them?
in A Taste of Christmas.
A Taste of Oh, I just happen to have the poster.
That's
What?
me. I have blonde hair. Um,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
you do.
I was pretty blonde. Yeah, the lead in a Lifetime movie.
That's amazing. And
What?
these Christmas movies people love.
Mind you, I still had not had a real acting lesson.
That's incredible, and you're on the poster, so clearly a pretty good sized role, like the
Yeah,
lead.
I worked I worked every day it filmed except one, I think.
You kinda had some traction.
I had some traction.
You had some traction.
Yeah.
And not to say it's over, I'm just saying
It's
given
over,
the
no, I'm just
state
kidding.
of given the state of our business, it's
It's
hard
been
to
a weird year.
it's
Yeah,
been
I
very
had
weird.
traction, and that I mean, that role was I see why they cast me because, like, I had never had so much fun with an audition. I really started to, like, loosen up and, like, put my personality into things.
Yeah,
Like, I realized that that was kind of like the magic fairy dust that, like, either works or doesn't, but
sure.
makes me feel good about what I'm delivering
Mhm.
is, like, when I just kind of, like, do my thing because, like, you can only be the best of nobody else can do you better than you, you know?
Exactly. And why else would you stand out and be
Right.
different unless you're yourself?
Right, and it was very comedic. It was a much more comedic, like one of those Hallmark Lifetime movies than most are. It wasn't as
Yeah.
like kind of like cheesy funny. It was like there were some really pretty funny moments. Um,
Mhm.
and I love comedy, and that is like just where I want to live forever. And
Never
I
get to
remember
do
like
it.
I remember like crying, laughing like, messing up takes with my husband because I was, like, doing all these little voices and just being, like, a weirdo and, like,
Yeah.
sent it in and was like, "Whatever."
And
Yeah.
they must have well, I'm gonna play a little montage. I put your 2 reels together and
Okay.
kinda trimmed it slightly.
Sure.
Um,
You're good
but
at
here's a little thing of your acting work.
okay.
Today is a great day. Look out, world, because today you're getting your taxes done.
Wait, what? Congratulations, Joel.
Thank you, Velma.
Are we still on for tonight?
Yes. No, not tonight. Sunday could work.
Yom Kippur.
Sunday's not good. Tuesday?
Tuesday's good.
Tuesday is good.
Okay. Let's put the dessert table there and have the dancers come in with the cake. How about the projector screen here and have those pictures that I sent you play throughout the toast?
You have to blow that one up.
We were 19. Such a long time ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How far along are you?
All the way?
Amy, shouldn't you be lying down?
Hello, Mrs. Bailey.
She's right. I'm supposed to stay off my feet. It was nice seeing you, Jamie.
Come on up, Sheila. Here we go.
Can I borrow a stapler? Jews are cheap and ugly.
Why would you say that to me?
Oh, here comes the whining.
Wait a minute! That's super anti-Semitic.
Zach. Zach. Hey. Hey. Try to stay with us, okay?
You never make scrambled eggs.
Yes, I have not.
How have you not starved to death in that city of yours?
Grubhub. The pizza delivery boy. These are shortbreads with a little icing drizzle and just a little gingerbread man. Little gingerbread man. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread.
No.
Sorry to barge in on you like this.
No, you're always welcome.
Carlos called me. He said you told him Jack's killer might be back in town. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
You think after all this time I wouldn't still be so emotional? I just wanted to come by and thank you for everything.
Oh, wow.
For everything.
And to introduce you,
to our new daughter, Charlene.
Hi, Charlene.
Can you do something?
Charlene, why don't you come help your mother in the kitchen?
It's not my name. Charlene was the name of this wretched woman's favorite auntie.
Excuse me, miss?
What a way to honor the dead.
Do not embarrass me, please, Charlene.
This thanklessness deserves to be punished.
Oh, I don't think that's necessary.
No, Bob, he's right. Mabel, could I please borrow your yardstick?
So is that the kind of mother you are at home?
Oh, for sure.
That's comedy, though. Oh my gosh.
Woo,
No, I
that's
put them
not-
together just to show the multi-talent that you are, how good you are in drama and comedy, both at the same time. You're so good.
Thank
That girl who got away.
so hard to like watch myself. Honestly, like I watch it and I'm like, it's all right, I guess. I don't like it's so hard.
Good.
Oh, thanks.
I
That's so
know. And sometimes you think about the things you were thinking when you're looking at the clip, like, I know what was on my mind or that day was like, or whatever.
yeah.
But especially, and maybe this isn't what comes to your mind, but the girl who got away clip, there's so much going on underneath. And you can
Yeah.
just see it all playing out in your eyes, and between the tension between you two is like amazing.
Well, Chuck, I mean, is brilliant. He is an unbelievable actor. So playing off of him was just made it so easy. It just,
Well, I guess that's it. You elevated each other in that scene. It's
yeah. I mean, he's phenomenal. Yeah. But I'm glad you like that clip. I don't know. I watched them back and I'm like, oh, like, should I use
oh,
this?
really? Like, I think it's all good. And obviously the taste of Christmas, like how fun. There's also the other thing I didn't include when you're trying to influence your, I guess, your employee or your daughter when you're being all funny in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got to improv quite a bit on there. Like the whole gingerbread man thing. I just
I love
improv,
that.
like on
Is
the
that
day.
what was in the audition? You were
No.
saying that you got, okay.
No, that it was the egg thing. I don't know. I felt really comfortable, I think, on that set was part of it. Was like I just got to be weird and like and find the funny parts, and like and bring it to life. But there were things that were written in the script. And then like once we got to set, like the props weren't quite the same or the cookies on the tray weren't the same. And so like I didn't want to say what the cookie was in the script because it's not what I was looking at.
Sure.
And so I was just like saying, I was just, telling him what the cookies are because that's what's on the tray. Like I wasn't going to be like, well, these are chocolate scones because they weren't, and then oh, gingerbread man. And then like there was
so
this
good.
like, part that they didn't keep, but I'm like going up his like side of his jacket and like his character, the chef's character is like, grumpy. Like his whole thing is like, he's grumpy, but we love each other. So I was kind of doing whatever I could to kind of like poke him.
He's like a George Clooney lookalike. So I guess he's
he's very handsome. He gets cast as the very handsome man in many things, but he's also a very, very talented actor. Yeah.
Did you find that team allowed you to play like that? Did they make it clear, like, do your thing, just be in the zone?
Partially, yes. Partially, it was like, those like Lifetime Hallmark films are so like formulaic that like you're only given, I think we had 16 or 18 shoot days, like total for the whole thing. And that was one day off a weekend. We only had Sundays.
Oh, geez.
We were working double time every Saturday, like, 12 to 14-hour days, like to get it all done. Because they're used to making those movies in, 16 days or 18
and
very, very quickly and cheaply. And so there was the freedom to play from the directors, but he also told me at the beginning, like, I don't give a lot of feedback. If you need feedback, let me know. Like, but I'll give you a couple goes at each scene and then we have to move on. Like we basically have to do it quickly.
No pressure.
And yeah. And in my brain, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, again, like the only thing I'd ever filmed before that were co-stars. And then I'm the lead of a movie.
Did that help your career? Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, I was just going to say, I knew that script like the back of my hands. Like I practiced the entire script start to finish with my husband like multiple times a day.
That's
So
because you understood what a gift this opportunity was.
100%. And I didn't want to be the one to drop the ball. I was like, this is on me. I'm like,
Sure.
Gilles has done, like, he was a series regular on Brothers and Sisters, and he was in Sex and the City, and like had all, everybody else had done stuff.
Yeah.
And I was the one who I felt like the newbie, like the one that was less experienced. So I wanted to show up and do a bang ass job, and like prove that like I belong here. And so I knew that I had to take the time to like really understand every aspect of the script. And also like, because you're not shooting chronologically and because I'm the lead, like my emotional story is important. The
Sure.
emotional arc of my character is
Yeah.
who you're watching to see, like, if she loves him, if she doesn't, if like, where all that comes from. So it was really important to me to make sure that I understood
It's
that I
scary.
had the story like so down pat that like I couldn't fuck it up.
And you knew because you had done it so many times on your own at home
Yeah.
where you were in the story when you would do something out of sync, I assume.
And I knew like where I could embellish on the comedy, and like I was coming up with like kind of like my improv ideas ahead of time, like just so I felt comfortable enough to explore in the moment without being stressed about all the other things that I was shooting.
Stressed about.
Yeah, exactly.
What an
So
opportunity.
much. Yeah, my sides each day were like this big. I was like, whoa. Yeah, it's
God, I mean, that would be amazing. Did you find that helped? Obviously, huge opportunity. Probably those shows that I've done bring in the most residuals. So I imagine that's been lovely.
The residuals for that movie, like honestly, weren't great because so it was made independently of Lifetime, and then the licensed by Lifetime, so they don't have to pay you as much. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. It plays
Yeah, of course.
It still plays every year, multiple times, and
That's amazing.
that's what it's become like the movie we watch for Christmas. I can barely stand to fucking watch it anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm like,
those are the ones everyone sees, though. Like we have friends in Europe. They're like, "Oh, I saw you in this bad Christmas movie." Not to say yours is bad, but mine are like, "Oh my God."
it's been dubbed in like a dozen different languages. I get tagged in posts from people all over the world.
That's so cool.
That's very cool. That to me is it's reached a lot of people, and like because I'm the lead, like people want to know who you are if they don't know you, so they come
Of course.
looking for you, which is fun because it's like how you kind of build an audience and a fan base of like people who appreciate watching
Who
you.
want to follow you. Did you? I don't want to keep you forever.
I have plenty of time, so it's
Okay, I'm keeping you forever then.
Somewhere at 4, but it's in town, so.
All right. We're good.
Okay.
So did you find that this opportunity led to other things?
Funny
Because this
about
is huge.
that. Well,
Yeah.
it's huge. We premiered in 2020.
Oh.
So there was no premiere party. There was no celebration. A friend of mine actually threw a COVID-safe outdoor screening in the end of November. It was like 40 degrees.
Oh.
And
It's still nice.
She got fire pits and like stationed everyone. And she has this like big screen, like
That's so
outdoor
cool.
setup. Thank God for her. I love you.
That's
Rachel.
really sweet.
Yeah. I mean, because I was like, well, I didn't want to throw anything because my only options were like indoor things. And I was like, I don't want to put people, I don't want to get sick. I don't want to make anyone else get sick. I don't want to like make anyone uncomfortable by asking them to come and making them feel like they have to come, or like doing all this stuff and then nobody comes. Like, you know what I mean? It was just kind of like, bleh.
What a weird time. Yeah.
So weird. So like the fact that we got to celebrate it at all was very, very special. But no, I didn't get press or a PR. I didn't do any of the things I maybe should have done, but at the same time, because it was COVID, like I couldn't do much. I couldn't do much to like promote it, to get my name out there or whatever. We did get, like the standard coverage that Lifetime movies get. Like there were articles in Elle magazine and, lots of written about in like quite a few different like publications, but nothing like about me. It was just like Anni Krueger plays Natalie, like, blah, 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 like,
Yeah.
which is fine. Like, I mean, it's
Of course.
like I was thrilled to see my name in any sort of publication. That was crazy. But no, it didn't really lead to much like that I could like tangible that I noted because of the pandemic.
The time it landed at.
I
Yeah.
think I actually like once I got off that shoot, I don't think I had another audition for like 6 months.
That's
Like
crazy.
an audition.
Yeah.
From like flying out the end of November and then or maybe it was 4 months, not auditioning till like February or March in the new year because there
And
was not much really starting up yet.
because of the pandemic?
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it took a while for it to come back on any level. And then I don't know if you heard we had this strike thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then after the strike thing, things have not really come back either. I mean, come back. Yeah,
Yeah.
they haven't really come back.
It's been a very quiet year for me, for everybody that I talked to, really. Yeah.
How are you surviving through that? I know there's sporadic things here and there, but how your morale, how are you dealing with that?
Well, I decided to open a store.
That's amazing. And what is this store called?
It's called Dang.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah.
Follow them. What's it called? Dang _ I covered it with
that_dang_shop.
On my end. I can't see it, but
Yeah.
cool.
Right. Yeah. So I was kind of dabbling in this like vintage reseller world, like as a side hustle, for the last couple of years. And basically when the writer's strike hit, I dove in a little deeper and I decided like, I'm not going to just resell like some of the nice things I have. Like I'm going to actually actively search out vintage and like try to make some money.
Yeah.
Mine. And so then I did a few like pop-up markets, like the little field markets and stuff in the area, at the end of last year. And then this summer, like this space became available and a friend of mine owns the building and gave us a really great deal. And
That's
now
so
I'm a
cool.
store. Yeah. So I have plenty to do. And somehow I worked on a feature and a short this year, which like I feel really grateful to have booked anything.
Those are coming down they're in post, I assume?
Yeah, they're in post.
Okay.
We just got into the short is called Wraith, and I play the Wraith. I play like a scary like banshee.
Oh.
Yeah.
So is it like a horror thing?
Yeah, it's like a horror comedy short film.
I love horror.
Yeah, me too.
You may have noticed I'm a total geek.
Yeah. Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah.
So I just got the email that we got into the Chicago Horror Festival.
Congrats. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
so I'm like, I don't know if I can make it out there. I'd love to. But that's coming down the pipe. And then I just did a couple days on an indie kind of drama, comedy, romance. It's based on a novel. And that was great. And I was like, I'm just like thrilled to have anything,
Exactly. I mean, there's so fewer like procedurals in New York, and the indie world is so fun. I've discovered in these past months.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you worked on anything good?
I have a couple of things coming down the pike, a couple of indie movies. And I realized the freedom because usually I'm a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah.
It's not so fun for me, but I'll take them.
Right? Yeah. I've played some like last winter, I filmed for 6 weeks on a new series that's coming out this fall.
What's it called? Can you tell us?
It's called The Artist.
The Artist.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a murder mystery with Mandy Patinkin and Janet McTeer.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Danny Houston and Zachary Quinto and Clark Gregg. I mean, the cast is...
And Anni Krueger.
Me.
Yeah.
And I play a maid. I play like a dirty maid.
How fun.
Yeah. It was just, but it was like, again, it was something like different. Like normally I'm like, the pretty wife of the billionaire or like something kind of like.
I feel like they always put you in some sort of like 50s look. This like, I don't know. Or maybe that's a couple of clips I saw.
Yeah, I guess I have like a period phase.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. So like I do a lot of period. This is period too. This is like it takes place in the Gilded Age.
But you're dirty.
But I'm dirty. And I'm like
so exciting.
Supposed to be cute. I'm supposed to be dirty. Yeah. So like that and like then the horror thing, like just doing some things that are like a little less like perfect and poised and
It's so freeing, isn't it?
so fun. So much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I,
Do
like,
you
love
Oh,
my
I'm
job
sorry.
more every time I do it.
It was
Every
I think especially now because we become more grateful because it's so few and far between, and
Totally.
we know so many people are
But
not
even, like,
working.
the auditions, like, I don't even like, I'm at the point where, like, I don't even care if I book it, like, I just wanna, like,
Mhm.
have a really good time making this tape.
That's when we get to create in
Yeah.
the self-tape. The rest is out of our hands, but no, I agree. It is so much fun, and to see how you wanna tell that story.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for people coming up in the business? Anything you wish you had known?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Yeah, no
Uh,
pressure.
I would just say, like, know your worth
That's
if it's
good.
possible. Work for free if you're very, very inspired by the writing or the people you're working with, but otherwise, like, you can't just
Mm,
give it away. You can't be the low man on the totem pole all the time. You need to, like, stand up for what you deserve to be paid in for your time, for your talent, for your education, for, like, all of that. Um,
what if they give you a water bottle and free IMDb credit?
It depends. I mean, if the script's really good, if it's something
Sure.
you believe in, great. Or if it's like a director whose work you really admire, great. If it's a role that you wouldn't maybe necessarily get cast in, give it a shot. You know what I mean? I think I
Yeah.
had an easier time understanding my value because I was a parent, because my time was very valuable at
Yes.
that point, and I think that's what people without kids have a hard time understanding, or maybe don't that's why they don't wanna have kids, because 'cause they're like, "Well, how am I gonna,
Focus
work
on my
this"
thing.
yeah, work this $50 job and pay for childcare or whatever. It's like,
Sure.
to the point where, like, I kind of set a baseline day rate that I needed to hit in order to feel that the project was worth me leaving my child at home.
Yes, I'm the
So
same way.
yeah, so, like, I really understood the value of my time and my talents from a very early time in my career, and so
Yeah.
I feel like that's something to really understand when you're coming up in the business is that, like, yes, you have to get your reel and you have to, like, get your credits and all of that, but, like, your time is valuable, and so
Mhm.
like, you need to make sure that there is something that you're getting from this job if it's not a financial.
Absolutely. Yeah, like you said, like you do have to have a reel and some clips to show when you're coming up in the business or at any time.
Sure.
Just make sure at the very least, get your footage. It's
Yes.
the very least they can do, and you're very much entitled to ask for it and demand it
100%,
essentially.
100%.
I think also the parent part of it, I find it very easy to roll with the disappointments of this business because you're like, what really matters?
No.
You know, does it really matter? No.
Science, I'm not, like, saving lives over here. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather, whatever. I'll be with my kid.
Yeah, I'm having a good
Yeah.
time, and, like, if you wanna pay me to, like, literally go to, like, to my playground and, like, have like, play, great, and if you don't, like, I can go play somewhere else, like, it's
I
fine.
got foraging to do. I got mushrooms to dig
I got
up.
mushrooms to find, I got vintage to hawk, I got,
Is your business Are you finding some momentum with the business? Are
It's
people
been so
discovering your store?
busy. I live in a town that's, like, there's a lot of, like, tourists that come,
Mhm.
and so there's just foot traffic constantly. It's been very busy, and it's, like,
That's great.
that has provided a lot of comfort, obviously, financially, because if I don't book, the big SAG national spot that I didn't book last week, then I'm
They're
not
off.
freaking out as much
Yeah.
because, like, I have, like, a steady income. It's taking more time than I realized, which is hard,
More time to get it rolling or more time
more
out of your
time that I just have to be there, more time that I have to commit to it, so I need to figure that out for fall and winter. If our business picks up, be nice
Sure.
to, like, train somebody to, like, open the shop so I don't have to be there all the
Yeah.
time. That's where I'm at, but it's
I'll
like it's
commute, I'll work for you.
yeah, okay, anytime. Can you sell
Thank
it? Do
you.
you know a lot about vintage clothes?
I do. I'm old. I got a lot of old
You're
clothes.
trainable, you're trainable.
Yeah, I am. Earlier we spoke about this thing called the kiss and tell, and
Yeah,
you said mushrooms.
yes.
So what is your kiss and tell?
Okay, well, I'm not one to talk shit about people, so I'm not gonna do that.
Oh,
I'm
come
just gonna
on.
tell you something nice. I know everyone's like, "Wah." Um, I'm
Most
gonna
people
tell
tell
you
nice
something nice
stories.
because I think there are certain parts of making a film, like certain departments that don't get the recognition that they deserve. And so I want to
Mhm.
tell this like very short story
Yeah.
because these people deserve like to be applauded and thanked for all of their hard work as much as like the actors and directors and the people that you see on
Yeah.
set. So we were filming the series that I was just telling you about, The Artist, and it
Mhm.
was in Connecticut, where you live.
I've been there. Yeah.
Um, and this was November through mid-December, and we had a lot of exteriors.
Oh.
And yes. And so we had a lot of exterior shots, and it was also like the premise for the show is that like we're kind of poor. Like we're kind of like
Mhm.
a failing estate, a failing like tycoon, lives on this property. So like there are no
Mhm.
creature comforts, mind you that it's also 1906.
And you're dirty.
And we're dirty.
Mhm.
Just in case nobody picked up on that. So anyways, we were filming all these exterior shots and it was nighttime and it was like 25 degrees
Oh
and we
god.
were just trying to stay warm.
Sure.
Just trying to stay warm and like in between takes we're getting our coats and like that kind of thing, but like we're freaking freezing our balls off. And catering comes around with a hot tray of little cups of mushroom soup to pass out to everyone to sip in between the shots. And I am like drooling thinking about it because it was absolutely delicious. Secondly, it was just like, it was so kind and thoughtful of them to see that everyone is working outside in
Yeah.
the freezing cold and to go into the kitchen and take the time to make something hot for us to like warm everyone up. Like it just like
Yeah.
spoke volumes to me about like the type of people they were. And like I think about it all the time because like it was just incredibly thoughtful and not necessary, not something that they were required to do at
Sure.
all. Just went out of their way to like help. And I'll
Yeah.
never forget it. And it was absolutely delicious. Yeah.
And you are obsessed with mushrooms as well,
Yeah, I
so
know.
do they know that?
You couldn't have picked a better choice for
No.
me. I was
You're
like,
like pouring it on yourself.
hot mushrooms?
Yeah.
I was stoked. Yeah. It was just like so kind and like it really got us through like, that last shot or two or like where we were all just kind of like
Like shivering to your bones, I'm sure.
still to the bone. I mean, my feet were like red because they were so cold. Like my feet were red, but my toes
Oh.
were white because
You
like
go home and take that hot shower just to thaw.
yeah, I
I love
went back to like the hotel and just like laid in the bath. Like,
I would have been like, "Thank you for the mushrooms."
I literally, yeah,
Yeah.
not your thing. You would have drank
Yeah,
it. You would have because you were cold.
I would have because I was cold. I would have poured it on myself. I don't
Like
know.
smelled so good, perfectly seasoned. I remember it like all, in little coffee cups too. So you didn't have to like slop around. Like,
I hope they see this. That's nice of you to mention them.
yeah, I don't remember
No,
their names. Jonathan and somebody. I don't remember, but they were so great.
thank you, Jonathan, and somebody.
And somebody, Jonathan was the main guy.
Okay. And then somebody is important. Everybody is important, but somebody mostly.
Thanks, somebody.
Is there any opportunity, a dream opportunity? What is one thing that you would just love to do?
Well, I kind of honestly got a little pissed that I never got an audition for The Paper, which is a spinoff of The Office, because The Office is my favorite
Oh,
show. I think I belong on that kind of like sitcom.
was it in New York?
I don't know. I don't think
Okay.
so. I feel like it's supposed to be based in Cincinnati, so I'm not sure where they shot.
Okay.
I honestly
Canada.
also didn't like go about.
You didn't pursue it.
No, I
They were
forgot.
supposed to read your mind.
I saw like the preview and I was like, that should have been me.
Oh.
But I just love comedy.
Mhm.
So I would love to be a regular on some sort of comedy
Oh,
series where I get to just like be like I want to be the ball buster, like the guy's girl or whatever. Like that's
yeah.
like kind of who I am in person. So it'd
Yeah.
be fun to like to be able to play like that and like just I don't know. You ever watch like the behind the scenes of like shows you love, and you're like, oh, this is why like this is what I love about
It's
acting.
like a family.
The family, it's the community. It's like everybody looks like they're having so much fun. Like I just want to, I don't know, I just want to work, I guess.
I know. That'd be a dream. I mean, you've sort of had opportunities like that with the Veil, the Green Veil,
Yeah.
and the Lifetime movie where you've been on set for these long extended periods of time and
Yeah.
created that family. But I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying, to have
Yeah.
a series regular on a
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, comedy. A
Yeah.
comedy series would be so much fun. So much fun.
My dream is just to die in a horror movie. That's all I got.
Oh.
I got to do it, but it was off screen.
Did you
I have
watch
to
The Girl
die
Who
on
Got
screen.
Away?
What's that?
Did you watch The Girl Who Got Away?
No, I just saw that clip.
Okay, well, there's another clip because I'm pregnant.
Okay.
I don't want to
I
give
did
it away.
see that did you die in it?
It's left open-ended, but I am dying.
Did
I am
you
actively dying.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I did see a clip where you were pregnant. I'm like, is that the same
Yeah,
project?
and they cut the baby
Oh my god, that's horrible.
the baby. Yeah.
Was that I mean,
Spoiler alert.
was that fun? I mean, it's fun to shoot, but that's like a drama, so it's kind of horrible.
Was, to be honest, like it kind of was. I'd never I didn't I mean, what are you gonna Google, like, somebody dying? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
You're not
yeah,
gonna
of course.
look it up for, like, reference. So I
Yeah.
was kind of like
Oh, that's
was like, you know, like, I don't
Yeah,
know. Like, for
did you like Twitch?
um, it
Now I
was
have to watch it.
though. It was kind of fun. And it was like it was really intense. Um And it was also like a night shoot, you know, like all of that. But
Yeah.
like Chuck was my scene partner for that too, because he finds me because he's a sheriff in that movie. He's the sheriff.
Okay.
And we were past lovers.
Yeah, I
Uh,
saw that in that scene.
right. So he finds me and it's like, like, you know, like
That's sad and
it
emotional.
was sad. I know my husband couldn't watch it. He was
Is
like,
it a thriller? Is that like a drama or a thriller? What is it?
it's a thriller with like some gore. Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't
Oh,
say it's a horror, but it's a thriller with some gore.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that when I booked it. I'm not a fan of like that
Yeah.
genre. I can't. But yeah, I booked it when I was on A Taste of Christmas.
Wow, the opposite.
The opposite. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, whatever. I was so consumed with my
I'm
9
sure.
pages of dialogue that I was like, sure, whatever. Like, say yes. Like, who
If
cares?
they want me, sure, I'll do
And then
it.
I looked at the script and I was like, oh.
Wow,
'Cause
this is a gear shift.
I only auditioned with like the seeing your ex-boyfriend again and didn't
Yeah.
really have a full picture of what it was gonna be.
Now I gotta watch it. I will.
Yeah, you should if you like horror.
I love horror.
A lot of
I'm
twists.
gonna start a horror podcast, but you're not gonna be on it because you hate horror.
Well, I'll talk about the horror movies I did.
Okay. Oh, that could be fun. Okay.
I'll
We'll
tell you
talk.
the ones I've watched quite a bit of horror, actually. I used to like scary movies as a kid, but now my anxiety is high enough.
It's for me, it's just pure escapism. It's not
Yeah.
related to anything in reality. That's why I enjoy it.
I'll watch The Office or Seinfeld or, you know, something like that.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I know you mentioned some of the projects coming up. Can you just mention them again?
Oh yeah. So The Artist comes out this fall. I don't have an exact date. I'm not sure if I can say it. I'm not sure if I can tell.
All right.
It's going to be on The Network, which is a new streaming service. So it's thenetwork.stream, I believe is the website.
Wasn't the Green Veil on there too, or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Same director.
Is that the Green Veil? Nope. Let's see.
Nope.
Ah, here it is.
There
Green
it is.
Veil. The Network.
Yeah. So the new one is The Artist. The cast is insane. You should absolutely watch it. I've seen
Amazing.
a little bit of rough and it's fantastic. And then I guess Wraith, my short film. Yeah.
Look out for that at film festivals.
Yes. Oh, and another pilot, The Misadventures of Bucky and Bean. It's a comedy, LGBTQ with Peppermint and Johnny Beauchamp.
And so it's a pilot.
It's a
What do we
pilot
know?
short film. We're shopping it like to make a series essentially.
Okay.
But it's going to be at New City, which is a LGBTQ film festival in New York. It's
Awesome.
our New York premiere in October.
So buy it up while you can, people,
Yes.
and get it out there and produce it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
you.
Don't forget to check out her shop, Dang. Can you read that thing again? Because I have it covered on my end.
Yeah, it's that_dang_shop on Instagram.
Check it out. And you can check out her website at annikrueger.com. And you can also check out her IMDb. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure.
Hang on for 1 second. We're going to say bye to everyone else. Like, share, tell your friends, and check out Annie's stuff. Goodbye, everyone.
These are the parts I play, filling in plot holes with all sorts of rules.